Okay, so we have one half of the Clan Wars main event for this weekend. Mr. Aaron Brogan. It's going to be his second fight. And what a fight to have against Gary Rooney in Dublin. It's going to be electric, the atmosphere. It's fight week. I want to thank you so much for your time. How are you? How's camp?
Camp's been good. I wouldn't really say it was a short notice take because I think I had 7 weeks, for 6 or 7 weeks. Like, so I had plenty of time to get ready for it. But a fight is against someone like Gary. Like I've watched Gary probably when he was still amateur. While I was still amateur as well, and like I know what kind of don't know what I'm getting into for this one because it's an ever evolving game, but it's going to be a fun fight.
It is going to be a fun fight. And obviously, Gary's from Dublin. You've probably
Uh,
seen the fans that he brings with him to the away shows. So you can only imagine when there's more to travel. When you like, not that they're going to be hostile towards you. Obviously, they're going to be in favor of Gary. A lot of them, because it's based in Dublin. How do you think that atmosphere will affect you? Do you think that will motivate you more? Do you think it might be a little bit overwhelming, or is it just something you have to find out when it happens?
I don't think it'll be overwhelming, but like I've never walked. Like I'm anticipating walking in there and getting getting absolutely drowned in booze, but it is what it is. I'm going in there and fighting a hometown boy, so obviously they're going to have his back over me. Um, I don't think it'll bother me in the slightest. It should, but we'll see on the night.
Yeah, it's a good one. How does it feel to main event Clan Wars as well? Because Clan Wars is such a prestigious show. How does it feel? Because that must feel good to be in the main event on the show as a professional as well.
Yeah, well, I don't even know what was the main event. I thought it was, we were just another fight in the card, and then um I can't remember how it came up, but I was talking with Clan Wars and they're like, yeah, the last fight, should be at whatever time. And then I was like, oh fucking hell, I'm the last fight again. So now it just means I've got to go down and wait until the very end before I can fight, which, it's a massive compliment as well that they would put me in a main event. Obviously I'm only one half of the main event, but it's a massive compliment, but I hate waiting about. Like I'd rather go in there, get the fight done, and go.
I can imagine you would, and like that, because you obviously you main evented chaos as well. So two professional fights back to back main events is quite good for someone for two fights into their career. You
Yeah.
said you hated waiting about. That's one thing I actually talk to the amateurs about mostly. Obviously, the later you are on the card, the longer you have to wait. You said obviously you hate it. It's still one of those things. Is it one of those things that you try and learn to manage with over time? Because obviously you're the last one, but you have to get there for medicals and stuff like that at a certain time, and then wait.
Yeah.
How do you fill that void without like dumping your adrenaline or getting ready too early?
Well, the last one at Chaos, it was easier because like I got a lot of friends and family up at that, so I'd done all my medical stuff, and then I went and chilled out with them for a while, watched some of the fights. But this time, like it's literally just me and my corner team. Because it was so short notice, like a lot of friends and all couldn't get the time off work or get back into the country for it. So like I'm literally going down there just with my corner team. So it's going to be. I think I'll just try not to sit and think about the fight too much. I'll try and distract myself on my phone or I'll snooze. But it's something that I'm going to obviously have to learn to manage better if I am fighting later or in other main events.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to manage as well though, because you know yourself. What I've taught, I can only go off what I've been told from fighters. When it comes to fight week, you just want to get in there. You just want to get in there. It's kind of you taper down your training. It's all about making weight, and then obviously once the weight's made, you want to get in there. But then you get to the venue, and you've this long period of time where you have to try and wait, and you can't really stray too far from the venue. Do you know the sort of way? But um, when this obviously you said it was 7 weeks. Obviously, I believe it was Jamie McLeese, who's another fantastic fighter as well. I'm not sure what happened to him. We hope he's all good. But when you got the call to fight Gary Rooney, what was your reaction? Because Gary Rooney finds it really hard to get matched. But when I look at your topology, man, you fought you fight the top boys all the time.
Well, I wouldn't really say I'm not fussy about who I fight, but like it's the guys that everyone, it's the guys on paper that would absolutely smash me, get me excited to fight. Like, prior to that, like I fought, like my my second last amateur fight was your boy Igor's, who everyone just assumed was going to tap me out. Then after that, it was Jake Nye, who was like number one amateur, in the division, and then it was Jack Core, who's a very respected professional now as well. He's class, and then you have now Gary, who again is you know really well respected in the martial arts community, and skill wise as well. So it's one of those where you know the fights where I have the most potential to lose, I really like taking. So as soon as his name came to me, I just said to my coach, I was like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Obviously, there was a whole, are you going to make weight? Because I'm notorious in my camp for going really high in weight and then having me cut a lot. So like my coach was like, I don't think you'll make fucking 61, blah blah blah. But I get it done every time, and surprisingly going into this fight week, my weight's probably the lowest it's ever been, since I started MMA.
Wow. So does that make you feel more comfortable going into fight week, knowing that there's not as much a shift? Because I can presume, only from what I've seen and what I've heard, that the training, you love the training, you love this, but one of the parts that everyone kind of, I don't want to say hates, but doesn't look forward to is the weight cut. Is it a bit more of a
Mm.
relief that you're coming in lighter now that it's not as much stress coming into the final few days?
Well, I hate cutting weight, even if I have only like a kilo to lose. It always sucks. It's never fun. Plus you can't have as much, like food as you would want, to feel full and all. But um, I just hate. I like the start of fight week. It's like the last 2 days before you do your weigh-in. I fucking hate those days. And then once that's over and I'm good to go, like the fight day and everything, I just can't wait to fight. So I just need to get through tonight and tomorrow, and I can weigh in. I'll fucking refuel, rehydrate, and then go down to Dublin and smash your boy.
Yeah, no, I like, once you refuel and all, I say it's a huge relief. I'm gonna ask you a question. It's gonna be after the fight because a lot of people, you once you weigh in, you want to refuel properly. You don't want to be eating shite. What's your go-to meal after a fight? What's your favorite thing that you crave maybe during camp that you can't have? Or is there
Fuck, I
any?
crave it. I crave everything. I see anything with sugar or fat, and I'm like, fucking hell, I want that. Um, I don't really have like a post-fight meal that I really enjoy. Like I would, I like pizza. I think if I'm coming back from Dublin, I'll maybe stop in McDonald's and get something to eat. But I'm looking to fight again, hopefully in like late June, early July before my 30th. So I want to sort of, have maybe 1 or 2 days where I can relax, and then I want to get straight back into it. But
Yes.
usually after a fight, anything with either sugar, salt, fat, I'm not fussed.
Does that amplify? I've seen people when they're in fight camp and they're putting up these recipes for these lovely foods, and I'm like, does it? Do you torture yourself during camp looking at stuff like this? Because maybe these people are just unusual, but I see them putting up recipes for lovely food and chocolate. And that is it something? Do you think because you can't have it, stuff like that, content like that on social media attracts your eye more because you're just like, fuck, I'd love that now.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I find myself wanting foods that I would never even eat if I wasn't in camp. It's just, I think it's just for the fact that you're keeping yourself so disciplined in what you are eating, and it is, me anyway, it is fucking boring, but it's part of it. But there was the other thing. Anytime I enter fight camp, anytime I'm scrolling on my phone, everything I see is a fucking food advert now. And then when I'm out of camp, I don't see any of them.
When you can have them and make them and go try them or go get it. It's a bit ironic. I think your phone and algorithms definitely know what they're doing when you're in fight camp.
It's bullshit, so it is. Fucking torture.
Perfect, perfect. Obviously, you're going down, like I said, you're going down to Dublin. You're fighting Gary Rooney. You had the one pro fight before against Shaq, which unfortunately you lost.
Mhm.
What takeaways away from that fight did you have?
Um, one thing that I was actually really happy with was how my gas tank actually lasted because I thought, 5 minute rounds, might we'll see because usually I would fade at the end of the second round, but that was only that would only be a 6 minute mark in an amateur fight. But I went into the second round and I actually felt that was starting to come alive a wee bit more. But on the things I took away from it, because if anyone's seen it, obviously I lost. But not to be scared, I was really not scared, but nervous of the new gloves, the new rule set. It felt like I was, 18 again and back in my very first amateur fight. Like it just felt so new and so alien to me. But now that I've experienced it, I think now I'm a little bit, I'm a lot more comfortable with it. So it'll, hopefully God willing, it'll show on Sunday night.
Yeah, no, and obviously like that, once you come away from a fight, you're going to be a completely different fighter than you were in that last fight, just due to training, drilling, and it's going to get more. And with Gary, what are you expecting? We all kind of know what to expect with Gary, but people find it hard to stop him. Have you got that key that can stop him?
Well, I think my wrestling base will match his jiu-jitsu quite well. Now, obviously, if you watch his fights, he's not just a jiu-jitsu guy. He's got really good, he's all round a very good grappler. I think in his first pro fight, he dropped your boy in the first round as well. So like he's not lacking punching power either. So honestly, I'm just expecting a very well-rounded Gary Rooney to show up. So, I've prepared accordingly for it. So it'll just be who can go in there and implement their game plan more. And if it goes to the mat, it goes to the mat. I'm not afraid to tussle on the ground, but the game plan for me, I think, is pretty straightforward.
Yeah, and like that, just stick to the game plan, and then the fruits of your labor will be shown eventually. Moving forward, we're not going to look past Gary because obviously Gary is Gary, like he's your next opponent. But you said you wanted to fight maybe in June as well. Are you looking at maybe one or two more professional fights this year? You said you wanted to get your third before your 30th. Are you looking for another one then? Maybe the end of the year. Are you looking to stay quite active as a pro?
Yeah, I want to be active as a pro because obviously, I'm turning 30 soon, so I'm not getting any younger, and I want to make I definitely want to make a good career, a worthwhile one, especially now that I have a wee one. Um, I want him to sort of look and go, okay, my dad was actually pretty cool before he put on the beer belly and got a little bit overweight. Um, but I'd like another fight in June, July, and then I'll have my 30th. I'll chill out and enjoy that time, and then I probably want to fight. Realistically, I probably want to fight around October, November, and then sort of enjoy Christmas with the family.
Yeah, I like that because obviously you've got a new member, and congratulations, a new member of your family. It'll be your first Christmas then with him, so get the fight in before so you can enjoy that time because people don't understand how much time you actually miss with family, friends, stuff like that through fighting because it's kind of
Yeah.
you have to be quite selfish and just do your own thing, but you're looking to stay active, which is quite good. And chaos usually returns in November as well, October, November. So it could be a return to chaos if that was something that interests.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind another stint in chaos now. Like I was meant to be on the chaos show as well, coming up this weekend, but obviously I had a lot of personal stuff going on, and at the time I didn't feel I could cope with the camp. Uh, then shortly a few weeks after that, I got the call for Clan Wars, and like things had started to change a wee bit for me. So I was like, for my health sake as well, like I think this is what I need to do.
And like that, like I'm not going to go into, or I don't want you to divulge any details of obviously your personal issues, but with MMA, a lot of people say like that. It's hard to go in, and like for me, if I have issues, it's hard to go into work. Do you find going into MMA and being on the mats that helps relieve some of the stress, or just helps you forget about it for a while?
See, to be honest, like, and that sounds corny as hell, and some guys have said it before, but like going into camp has like for my sanity's sake has literally saved me. So like I'm so grateful that I still have the ability to do this because like you seen in the news there, it was your young fella from I think it was FAI got injured.
Yeah.
And like you see stuff like that, especially with young fighters, and it just makes you grateful to be able to do it.
Yeah, no, that was a devastating injury. If you look on his page, I would have followed his journey as everyone else quite closely, but he's back. He was able to for the first time pick up his phone a few weeks ago. They said he'd never be able to move his legs. He was cycling the bike, and now you see he was actually in a gym and they're looking at mobility coach, which is fantastic. But like you said,
That's
a
that's really
split,
good.
a split second, a wrong move, and like that, you fall an awkward way, and like that, you said, it could all be gone in a minute.
It could all be over.
Yeah, so like,
But that's really good to hear that he's actually, recovering better than what they expected. So hopefully, God willing, he's able to make, a full recovery. Because I know he's got a young family as well.
yeah, exactly. And I think that's what he said is his main focus was is for them. Obviously, uh, at the start we were all like, well, not would he ever compete again? He might not even walk again. But he's proven everyone wrong. So, like I said, you're healthy, you can fight. You're looking to stay active this year. I can't wait to see you fight this weekend. I think I'm going as a fan to Clan Wars to watch it as well. I'm gonna let you go. I want to thank you so much for your time. It's been a really interesting conversation, and I appreciate your time so close to the fight. So, anything you want to say before you go, or anyone you want to shout out?
Um, well, I want to shout out Capture because their training gear is absolutely phenomenal. Especially the amount of abuse I put all this stuff through. I want to shout out my coaches have been coaches and training partners. Matty Borland boxing, he actually just turned pro as a boxer there, so he's been helping me with my hands and my footwork quite a bit these last couple for this whole camp. There to be honest, there's too many people to think, but like my family, my friends, like everyone's just been fucking amazing. So I can't wait to go in there and put on a show.
No, and I can't wait to see you go in there and put on the show with Gary. Like I said, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it. Best of skill this weekend, and I will talk to you after the fight.
Thank you, my man. I'll see you up there.
Perfect. Thank you.